think you wanna get rich. Change with the name on the check, and that's real, that's real, that's real. I don't know about y'all, but I got my respect, and that's real, that's real, that's real. I'ma live in the meantime. Haters telling me to chill cause they need time. Rest in peace, it's the G-A-N-G. Hate on me cause we ain't leave the sea vacant. We taking the R.A.P. game to a new place, I swear.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, I mean thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And it is Raptor basketball tonight as the Toronto Raptors go up against the Golden State Warriors at Oracle Arena. And for Golden State, a finals rematch. They'd better be ready. As the defending NBA champs, everybody's gunning for them, but especially the runner-up. And Kenny, tonight we have two of the more veteran rosters in the league competing. Obviously, a lot of experience out there on the floor. What kind of game do you think we'll see with all these vets?
Well, with vets, you're going to see good floor spacing, guys who take care.
A lovely night here in San Francisco. The San Francisco Bay Area, our venue, the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California, our scene. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. It's the Toronto Raptors facing the Golden State Warriors. And Stephen Curry continues to remain sidelined with the injury.
Kevin, that's a significant blow to them. I mean, their team has an entirely different identity with him out of the lineup. We're not even sure what the identity is yet, but of all the guys to lose, he's the one they could at least afford to.
Yeah, tough to replace, no doubt. Not just because, though, of his ability, but even more importantly, probably the leadership that you lose. Now we have to see on this team if they can figure out a way to do it without him. And it's going to be a challenge, but if you're one of the other guys, you got to look at this as an opportunity.
Here are the five for the Raptors. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Solomon Hill, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5. That's good. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates really, really strong.
Captain Clutch passes to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. 5 on the clock. Here's Captain Clutch. His three-pointers off the mark. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
So it's the Warriors now, following the miss by DeRozan. And that one's good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Captain Clutch. It's Biyombo with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
No problems knocking that one down. 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Iguodala dishes to Green. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now, here's Biyombo. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Here's Captain Clutch. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Now, here is Lowry. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
1:57 left in the first. Kicks it to DeRozan. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. DeRozan's got 8 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Different look here for the Warriors. Mitch McGary's checked in. Raptors with the lead. So for Toronto right now, Jamari Carroll is out there with DeRozan. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Corey Joseph. It's good from Barnes on the assist by Green. Barnes has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Warriors. The feed to Joseph. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. The Warriors, number 1.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
That one is off. Hill, he's checked in for Toronto. And he sinks the second. The Warriors shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Captain Clutch. Hits it from 3-point range. Captain Clutch has got 10 points in the game.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Hill drops it in from 11 feet. The Warriors lead it. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Green kicks to Varejao. That's good.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Biyombo.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Here's DeRozan following the basket by Freak. DeRozan passes to Hill. Toronto working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Elbow shot. Another miss by DeRozan.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
It's stolen by Hill. Fast break Toronto. DeRozan leading the charge. Can't hit from the low block.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And stolen by Biyombo. And Joseph kicks to Hill. That's tipped. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Looking to end his cold spell. Raptors get it back. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside DeRozan. Another miss by DeRozan.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
Varejao passes to Captain Clutch.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like...
And so we conclude. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
It's been a nice game for Captain Clutch. He has 14 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. Draymond Green is out there with Festus Ezeli, and it's Captain Clutch in at the 1 spot. The Raptors shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Last outing for Toronto unsuccessful. It was a loss to the Kings.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. He goes up again, and the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. It's stolen by Hill. Outside Lowry. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Iguodala, the pass to Captain Clutch. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. 17 points for Freak.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Valanciunas dishes to Lowry. And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. Pass to Lowry. And Lowry gets double teamed. And the Raptors miss again.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Raptors trail by 8. All going up court. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. And then for Golden State, McGarry's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Lavoy Allen comes in for Green. And it's Captain Clutch in for Andre Iguodala. Powell kicks to Valanciunas. Joseph, the pass to Carroll. That's good. Carroll's got his second basket of the night. 1:10 left to play in the third. Dishes to McGarry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Captain Clutch passes to Barnes. And he makes good on the layup. Barnes has got 6 in the quarter.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. Wearing air defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Captain Clutch. He's got 17. Pulls from the top of the key. They get a bet. Barnes dishes to McGarry. There's Captain Clutch, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists in the game. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Warriors leading by 3 on the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Solomon Hill, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And Lowry gets it to go.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
And DeRozan kicks to Biyombo. Lowry has the open look. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Golden State's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Here's Captain Clutch. Now recovering. Captain Clutch passes to Green. Rebound by the Raptors. Biyombo's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Powell dishes to Lowry. Pass to Hill. Here's the screen to take the lead. No good off the front iron.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
It's stolen by DeRozan. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Toronto?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. The Raptors also with a sub. Valanciunas is checked in. The Warriors trailing. Iguodala the pass to Captain Clutch. He feeds it to Ezeli. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And DeRozan kicks to Biyombo. Valanciunas did.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. There's the bucket. Good. Valanciunas has got 11 in the second half.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
And stolen by Biyombo. And here's Lowry. Outside. DeRozan. Here's Biyombo. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
We call that a collabo because everybody's boxing out and making sure they secure the glass.
Lowry drawing the double team. Biyombo kicks to Hill. Green the pass to Captain Clutch. Shot to stop the drought. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The drive by Lowry. The kick out to Hill. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Barnes is checked in for Thompson. It's stolen by DeRozan. Fast break, Toronto. That's good. And it's a 12-point Raptor lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Shot from free throw range. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the lead.
Barnes passes to Captain Clutch. The first one falls.
Come on, let's go. Keep it going, keep it going.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Toronto. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Lowry drives in. Green with the block. They retain possession. It's stolen by Green. Now the Warriors moving it up. Iguodala's running. Sweet little floater. Iguodala's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Warriors. The Raptors have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Here's Lowry. The dish now to Valanciunas. Great D that time from Green. And here's Golden State. Pass to Ezeli. Some nice passing by Golden State here. The offensive rebound. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Warriors foul. Freak. That's his first personal foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Captain Clutch. Poked away. It's stolen by Hill. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Harrison Barnes. That's his
It's the first that makes it a 7-point lead.
shooting for Golden State. Kyle Lowry at the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game.
Can't get the ball in. We got another timeout. Freak. You're our guy.
Here's Captain Clutch.
Got the shot. Take it.
From deep three-point range. And so it's Toronto winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kyle, congratulations on this win. Tell us what the team's objective was tonight that most helped in getting this victory.
Everybody played. We all played together. We stayed, aggressive and stayed the course of the game.
Cohesiveness and aggressiveness, a pretty good combination. Thanks for the time, Kyle. Guys?
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Gordon, player of the
Needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew. Have a wonderful evening.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Brooklyn Nets. Checking out Brooklyn, only one win in their last 6 games. They know they can play much better, looking to be more competitive tonight. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play the guys who care as much about the game as you do. A guy who puts the team first. A guy who gets you involved. A guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you was talking about, but I always look for guys who could push me. I mean, and I could push them at the same time, where we could work together.
Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline.
That trade is something that has the staff, players, and fans excited. They think it may be the piece of the puzzle necessary to get over the proverbial hurdle.
And with good reason. I mean, we're talking about one of the very best we have in our league, and you have to think he'd help any team.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Brook Lopez, Bogdanovich out there with Young. Then there's Andrew Godlock, and it's Jack in at the point guard. Here's Captain Clutch. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Takes a 3. The shot no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them. When you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Here's Godlock. 20 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
And Jack, here we go. The pass to Lopez. Sweet move and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Lopez. In for Azili. Mitch McGarry comes in for Green. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Captain Clutch in for Sean Livingston. And a new group in for the Nets. Mahinmi's checked in for Lopez. Aldridge comes in for Young. Woolridge is checked in for Godlock. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. There's the pick. Woolridge. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Captain Clutch. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Augustine with 1 on the clock, and the release was before. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Warriors on top, up by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
How good has the ball movement been here? Just absolutely terrific.
Boy, that kind of timely passing, Greg, really fun to watch.
On the court right now, second quarter starter for the Nets. DJ Augustine out there with Woolridge. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. Then there's Kovalevich, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors made a big difference. He finished with 24 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. A truly dominating game from him in what was hopefully a sign of things to come. At least that's how the franchise is.
In for Festus Ezeli. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Captain Clutch in for Klay Thompson. Ball's knocked loose. Now the dish to Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Kicks it to Gaudelak. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Jack's got his first basket. Warriors leading by 15. Allen outside. Pass to Captain Clutch. On the wing, Green to the inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of UNLV.
Goodness.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
And Gaudelak kicks to Jack. Here's Young. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
Yeah, and I'd have to agree with you. And you know how optimistic and positive I am. But it's hard for me to find anything positive to take away from that. That's a game you just want to forget about as soon as you can. Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Green, no luck. Nets trail by 15. The kick out to Jack. Back to Lopez. Here's Bogdanovich. Drilled from 11 feet out. Bogdanovich has got his third basket of the night right there. Captain Clutch passes to Livingston. Here's Captain Clutch. Good on the 13-footer. Captain Clutch has got 8. Here's Lopez, and that's not going to go. And that does it for the first. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Really an extraordinary game for Thompson. 16 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Captain Clutch is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Ezeli in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Captain Clutch. Sinks the three-pointer. Captain Clutch has got the first basket of the second half here for the Warriors. Jack against Thompson. Lopez a screen. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
In transition, here come the Nets. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Jack? He's putting up 9 points a game, 7 assists and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. Over to the left wing. Passes it to Captain Clutch. It's stolen by Jack. It's stolen. Green dishes to Thompson. And good on the basket. Book it. Thompson's got 18 points.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook, really, when you look at how they're playing. They are having their way down low.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. In Memphis, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And checking out Golden State, a game and a half out.
And for the Warriors, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
You know, you're right. They're not that far from being true contenders, but it doesn't look like this is the season for them to do so. Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Inside, here's Gaudlock. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Gaudlock's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
That's good. And that's 12 points for Barnes.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Down low, it's deflected. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Captain Clutch. 7th in scoring, 12th in three-point field goal percentage, and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now, scoring whenever they need him to.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Golden State. McGarry comes in for Draymond Green.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Captain Clutch passes to Varejão. Thompson for the triple. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Outside, Woolridge. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. A 3-ball. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's Woolridge. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
And Lopez gets it to go. And let's take a second to view a list of shooting guards who have been very dependable offensively this season. These 2 guards are the most accurate in the league. Klay Thompson 3rd.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Boy, it does smooth things out for a team to have a 2-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just call an isolation and they'll get you something good.
Offensive rebound. Here's Bogdanovich. Buries the long-range jumper. Bogdanovich has got 9.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Varejão's shot is good.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Now here is Augustine. Not a lot of room. There's a good screen. An easy layup after coming off the pick. 6 points for him.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
The shot's good from Captain Clutch.
And that's his 2nd triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. Over to the left wing. Aldridge kicks to Augustine. And Mahimi has it in the corner. Just 3 to shoot. And the Nets, another 3.
For 3.
Captain Clutch can't get it to go.
Oracle Arena, let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Warriors leading by 17. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Woolridge. Mahimi is out there with Cole Aldridge. And it's Young, and it's Jack in at the 1. They set the screen. Here's Young. Can't make good off the screen.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. He didn't have a single three-pointer in the first, but here he is knocking them down.
Pass to Woolridge. Over to the wing. Shot by Jack. Wide open. And the Nets, another 3.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Iguodala, the pass to Captain Clutch. No good. Jack with the defensive effort.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Aldridge dishes to Jack. Comes up empty down low.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Goes up on the high post, and it's Brooklyn scoring again. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Iguodala outside. The pass to Captain Clutch. Back to Iguodala. Pass to Captain Clutch. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Mahimi. Mahimi's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Jack, here we go. It's rebounded by Golden State. 22 is their biggest lead. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Brook Lopez is checked in for Mahimi. And it's Andrew Gaudlock in for Cole Aldridge.
Oracle Arena, let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got the chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach had to say to his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Here's Captain Clutch. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. He dishes it to Azili. They set the screen. Lopez with the steal. The feed to Gaudalock. He kicks it to Jack. Dishes it to Lopez. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Azili.
Nets ball.
Shape up. Shape up.
Welcome fans to the FIBA qualifying round.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. That's good.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Nets trail by 13. Jack with it, picked up by Thompson. Right wing. Here's Young. There's the killer two-handed slam.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. Here's Captain Clutch. Off target with his 3. And here's Brooklyn. They're on an 11-2 run. And Jack, here we go. It's stolen by Green. Takes it off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 13. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's Captain Clutch. Misses the three.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. Cannot hit. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Warriors.
But they simply ran him off the court.
It was all about the transition game. Fast break points, the difference.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Klay Thompson. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Captain Clutch. They get the rebound. Goes back up. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
Overall, just a rock-solid outing for him. It's hard to point to any one area of the game because he was so good on both ends of the floor. He was dialed in defensively, and that helped carry the intensity on offense.
I love the contribution he gave with his long-range shooting tonight. He was on fire. That turned out to be the big key for them. If someone drove the lane and the defense collapsed, they would always kick it to him for another 3. Splaka Katayow!
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.